Ladies and gentlemen, tonight's tournament game is sponsored by the Ohio High School Athletic Association. Your attendance and support of student athletes and coaches is appreciated by member schools competing for the right to move on. Though both teams are rivals, they are expected to exhibit the qualities of good sportsmanship throughout the contest, and the administration of both schools requests the same from all fans. The officials assigned to this tournament game have met extensive requirements set by the Ohio High School Athletic Association and have been assigned based upon the process approved by the OHSAA's Board of Directors. The officials for tonight's game are Zeno Rodriguez, Ruben Davila, and Tim Kushner. The athletes, coaches, and officials are guests of Gilmour Academy. All fans are asked to respect the effort each of them has put forth preparing for tonight's contest. We ask that all attending show courtesy and respect for fellow fans, officials, coaches, those administering the contest, and of course, your team and your opponent. And as important today as ever, please respect the game. Now let's meet the teams and the participants for tonight's game. First, announcing the cheerleaders from Chagrin Falls, coached by Allison Waters. The cheerleaders from Chagrin Falls are Katie Evans, Millie Fisher, Lexi Kessler, Kate McLean, Chloe Mormon, Carolyn Reeder, and Brady Johnson. Ladies and gentlemen, the non-starters tonight from Chagrin Falls were coached by Mr. Dave Barger. Number 2, Ozzie DeFranco. Number 4, Brad Russell. Number 10, Quinn Barger. Number 15, Christian Trudick. Number 22, Will Stinson. Number 24, Brady Cass. Number 25, Brady DeVito. Number 32, Jack Ormsland. Number 33, Chris Williams. And number 34, Harrison Horvath. Tonight's starters for the Chagrin Falls Tigers. At guard is 6'1" junior, number 3, Spencer Cass. At forward, 6' junior, number 5, Evan Castelluccio. At forward, 6'3" junior, number 12, Ryan Curtis. At guard, 6' sophomore, number 13, Jacob Kane. And at forward, a 6'3" senior, number 20, Aiden Harrisford. Now, ladies and gentlemen, let's meet the cheerleaders for the Wellington Dukes. They're coached by Catherine Zelzer, McKenna Stolkovich, Aislinn Hayes, Ava Romanette, Olivia Ramirez, Katie Nixon, Kiki Wright, Olivia Mellon, Emma Atkins, Brooke Mosley, Courtney Crossy, and Alina Romanette, Nevaeh Donahue, and Adriana Kingbeck. Now the non-starters tonight for the Dukes. Number 3, Connor Kinser. Number 4, Adam Mahalik. Number 6, number 10, London Landon Beal. Number 11, Alex Frank. Number 12, David Roldan. Number 14, Luca Maroni. Number 21, Bryce Hempool. Number 23, Spencer Brazzi. And number 31, Dominic Chagrin. Now the starters this evening for the Dukes are coached by Anthony Schmuck. A 6-foot junior at guard number 1, Landon Wright. At forward, a 6-foot growing senior number 2, Sean Whitehouse. At forward, a 6'2" sophomore, number 5, Landon Whitehouse. At forward, a 6'1" sophomore, number 24, Deacon Worth. And at center, a 6'4" senior, number 33, Chase McKenzie.
Welcome, folks. Chagrin Valley Conference. .com, your source for high school basketball, and playoffs are underway and well underway. AA, they are full steam ahead. District quarters. And tonight, big matchup between the Wellington Dukes, all the way from Lorain County, and Chagrin Falls, the Tigers. Between two teams separated by about an hour or so. Cal Cornell, AA Anthony Alford is always in the call. AA, two teams that have kind of caught fire here at the end of the season.
Yeah, caught fire at the right time as we are now in March. A couple of heavy hitters that we'll talk about here in this broadcast. Should be a good one. Beautiful gym, and we're off and ready to go.
As Wellington wins the tip, and we're underway from Gilmour Academy in Gates Mills, Ohio. Neutral site for this matchup. Wellington wearing their home whites, Chagrin and the Yellow Blacks. Here on CVC TV, so happy you were with us, and again, we're underway. Chagrin Valley Conference.com. Patience, a key. Talking with Coach Anthony Schmuck for Wellington, trying to find some openings. A tough Chagrin team that's known for their defense. Wellington coming into the season right now, 15-8 for the playoff win as well. As Whitehouse turns the corner, shoots and scores. Sean Whitehouse has really made a lot tonight as Chagrin pushes the ball back into the forecourt.
And a young man who averages 21 points a game. And Sean Whitehouse, number 2, he is that scoring threat. The loudest cheers when the starters were introduced here for Wellington. Going to be a big threat tonight.
Chagrin not known to score too much. They're going to try and work inside. Great defense, but a foul called at the end. That's going to be 2 shots for the Tigers. Starting the free throw line. These guys are going to be Jacob Kane. Kane is already having a good postseason so far. Regular season 2, one of the leaders on this team for the Tigers.
Yeah, averaging 10 points a game and getting 1 of the leaders. And it's going to be key. These possessions, they're going to take some time to develop here. But we're going to see how these teams, in a big moment like this, how they adjust throughout as Kay gets the second free throw.
First point of the game for Jacob Kay. Over a minute underway here at Gilmour Academy. Neutral site for this playoff matchup. Winner gets a big shiny trophy. Just kidding, they get Lutheran East. So that's going to be a fun matchup for either team. For now, we're worried about here. As Whitehouse takes it back up towards the timeline, and he'll set up the offense.
And just being here in this gym, Kyle, not a bad seat in the house. We were talking about, is this a wonderful facility here?
It really is. That three-pointer is up, and it's good. Big shot right there. Brother to brother, Landon Whitehouse knocks down his first triple. He had 5 threes in the playoff game earlier this season. Now, good start to this one.
So the senior and now the sophomore are scoring threats. Going to see here how Chagrin Falls, how they're going to respond.
Wellington known to be able to score the basketball. Good defensive team, 15-8 in the regular season, 7-7 in Lorain County Conference. That mid-range shot up is no good. Rebound pulled in by Chase McKenzie.
And McKenzie stood his ground in the paint as well.
He's coming up a double-double last week too. McKenzie having his best game of the season, saved it for the playoffs.
Mm-hmm.
You mentioned the size, TAA holding the ground. His three-pointer is up off front iron, no good. That rebound, a good box out, taken in by Chagrin Falls. They push into the forecourt. Working that cross-court pass. Corner 3 on the way. Short. Grabbed inside by Landon Whitehouse. But the size advantage right now, AA, kind of leaning towards Wellington. Couple different 6'4", 6'5" kids out there. It'll be a tough balance to try and get those rebounds if you're Chagrin tonight.
And they're trying, just trying to get their movements there in the paint, settling in. Now they got to watch the screen here. Good help defense.
Pass inside, layup is up, and it's good, and it's an and one for Chase McKenzie. Great ball movement, taking their time. That was the key that Coach Schmuck talked to us before the game about, being able to obviously just work through slow, methodical, run that screen and roll, and trust the big man to go make some passes.
And you wonder what was going to happen once the help defender came with the screen that was eloquently set up. And it's a big early lead here for the Dukes.
8-1 lead to start, just 3 minutes into this ball game here. And Chagrin tries to on the fences. K, three-pointer. That's going to be long. Rebound pulled in by Landon Whitehouse. Landon Wright will bring the ball into the forecourt for the Dukes. Great start for Wellington. Looking to keep the momentum on offense. Whitehouse dishes off to his brother. Landon Whitehouse thought about driving inside, gets curtailed by K, and now he'll reset. He'll work. Goes inside the right hand, lays it up, lays it in around K, and it's good.
So he was handling business as we're going to get an early timeout by Chagrin Falls. He went to his left, Kyle, and handled it with his left hand. This handle skills, impressive.
Good chance to tell you about our presenting sponsor for CVC TV. It's the Ohio Center for Oral, Facial, and Implant Surgery. Doctors Keith Schneider, Don Lewis, and Jill Weber. Their specialties include everything from dental surgery and implants, corrective jaw and facial surgery, and trauma reconstruction. For all of your oral surgery needs, visit the Ohio Center for Oral, Facial, and Implant Surgery website at www.ohsurgery.com. And hey, of course, as always, thank you for your support of the Chagrin Valley Conference and CVC TV. A 10-1 run to start the game for the Wellington Dukes. Aggressive inside, finding some buckets in the paint. Again, 4:29 to go in this first quarter. A hot start for the Dukes, AA.
Yeah, it is. And, settle in if you're Chagrin Falls. You know what you got to do. Do a little bit more knee there in your open shots. Get that score.
Aggressive inside, but that one no good. Couldn't get it to fall. And again, that was Ryan Curtis inside who couldn't get that basket. Wellington again, methodically bringing the ball back into the forecourt, setting up some offense. Good backdoor pass. Layup is up, going to be long. Rebound pulled in. Pass off. Good defense, but a late foul is called on Chagrin Falls. And that's going to send Sean Whitehouse to the free throw line. Good contest by Spencer Koss.
Thought he had all ball there from that block behind, but obviously not the case.
Maybe a little body, maybe a little wrist in there. Nevertheless, Whitehouse heading to the free throw line. He's going to back iron his first.
You wonder here with 3:59 to go in this first quarter, who's going to be that scoring threat that's going to catch fire here as the second free throw goes in. Who's going to catch fire for the Tigers?
They need someone to step up soon. Already a 10-point deficit for Chagrin Falls. Layup inside is up. That's going to be long. Another pull-down rebound. Strong on the glass pipe. Let's give them both the rebound. Both Landon and Sean on that one. The Whitehouse brothers doing that. And here comes Landon into the forecourt. Mentioned he's a sophomore. He's the younger one. As we approach 3.5 minutes to go in this first quarter. Whitehouse works inside, right hand again. That one off, back iron, no good. Rebound pulled in by Kay. He'll push. Kay passes off. Corner back to the top. Moving inside. Layup is up. Going to be short. Tipped and eventually grabbed by Landon Wright. Kind of feels like Chagrin Falls pushing the pace, but a little frantic in some of those shot attempts step away.
Yeah, and what's happening is just not getting the necessary soft touch that they need at this point.
Oh, what a fine inside. Going to be short. Tips it again. Gets his own rebound twice. Layup again. That one's good. If at first you don't succeed, try again. If you fail, well, then try again. Sean Whitehouse with the bucket.
And when you dominate the boards, talk about one of the keys to this game. Whoever dominates the boards is going to win this ball game.
Ball is dishing around. Three-pointer on the way. It's going to be left and no good. Misses it all. Off the foot, but saved. Good.
How in the world did that happen?
Whitehouse able to pull that in. 13-1 right now with 2:30 to go in this first quarter. And Wellington Dukes right now just look in rhythm on offense. And for Chagrin Falls, you mentioned this, no one was stepping up at this point. And it's been tough. Wellington's playing good defense, too.
And again, it was just with the boards. They keep driving inside.
Now, floater is up, and it is good. Deacon Worth gets his first basket. 4th different Duke to score, and it's now a 14-point lead. Okay, dished out. He got stuck. Driving through, good defense on the help. Okay, dishing out another three-pointer. On the way, short, no good. Rebound goes to the Dukes.
And the Dukes are packing the paint. So you pack the paint, you force the Tigers, hey, anybody score on the outside, and until that happens, that's going to be the defensive strategy they stick with.
Whitehouse thought about the threes and a drive, baseline, dish it back out. He got triple team down there. Good collapse by the Tigers. Pass off McKenzie. He'll work inside. Spins through. Body up inside. Misses the first. Rebound comes down. And two Chagrin Falls, I should say.
Good pass.
Okay, another three-pointer. That one's good. The lid has been taken off the basket. Jacob Kay hits his first field goal. It's a three-pointer. He's got all 4 of the Chagrin Falls points. 1:17 to go in this first quarter. It's still an 11-point Dukes lead.
When you get a good assist like that, ball falls right in your hands, got a perfect look, good shot, and now you keep making a couple more of those, Wellington has to respect your outside shooting abilities.
And Whitehouse working inside, trying to find McKenzie. He'll keep it himself. Puts it up, puts it in. Third basket for Landon Whitehouse. He's got 7, and a timeout again going to be called from the Chagrin Falls bench. 17-4. With 54 seconds remaining in this first quarter AA. And, man, I'll tell you what, Wellington's come out, again, just looking smooth. Look, they're playing their game plan, and Chagrin Falls take away that 1-3 there before we just took this time out. And it's been tough on offense for the Tigers.
Yeah, it has. I'm honestly, and offensively it has been a struggle. I'm more concerned on the defensive side because there's been a few critical offensive rebounds that's been given up, and a couple of scores have followed. For this Wellington team, they coming into these playoffs 15-8, but 3 of their losses have been by 5 points or less. Like, you think if they were able to win those games, add in a couple more wins to their total, so they know how important it is in these playoff situations to get off to a fast start, and they're doing it at their pace, Kyle.
Talk about both these teams over the past couple of years. Chagrin Falls, of course, in this spot last year. Success has been kind of following this team. Some injuries this year they've had to battle through. For Wellington last year, they were 3-20. What a flip by Coach Schmuck and this team to go win 15 games this season and be a win today away from getting to the district finals here, which would be a huge chance for them, possibly coming up. Tough task against Lutheran East for either one of these schools if they end up getting them, but still an opportunity nevertheless to kind of keep moving forward and keep building that history for both clubs as they try to right the ship here in this game. Inside looks to be no good. And again, there's nothing going right now as DeFranco missed that shot, and back comes the Dukes.
And they're getting good looks there when they go inside the paint there, but they have to work around McKenzie, number 33, and is just not able to get any of those shots to fall.
And we talk about the Whitehouse brothers, too, both pretty good sized as well. Size is good for the Dukes. They have plenty of it. Passing back out. Three-pointer on the way. Whitehouse, it's good. Sean Whitehouse knocks it down. His third bucket, now 20-4. Quick three-point response, it's in. Brad Russell, player we're going to watch off the bench. He can knock down that shot. They're going to need him to get hot today.
Let's see if Chagrin can hold off here with 6 seconds.
Now 5 seconds and counting. Got to move here with Wellington. Whitehouse looking through. Going to have to pull a shot here. They're going to call a foul. No, they're going to call an offensive foul. They should put time back on the clock. I imagine they would. Yep, the refs are going to put him back out. Looks like maybe that Whitehouse wrapped the arm through and kind of hooked him. So it should be Chagrin Falls basketball. What do you think, Double? I'm going to say like 1.2 seconds. What do you think?
I believe so. Now,
I
I love our broadcast, but in the OHSA rules, only in the final can they review time and any reviews in the state finals.
Whitehouse is first. We'll see what they decide to do. 1 point. Oh, did I get it? Hold on. We're at 1.3. Oh, so close. 1.3 seconds.
You were very close.
I'll tell you what. No. So what do I get after the game? You gonna buy me dinner or something, or is it gonna?
There's a vending machine right outside the gym here.
Might be cheaper to go to McDonald's. We got 1.3 to go in this first quarter. 13-point lead. Chagrin Falls is gonna try and do something here. They got a catch and probably a quick shot. Turn, dribble, shot is up, half court heave. Ooh, look good.
Oh, that looked really good.
Yeah, short right. It was a prayer sent up by Quinn Barger, but that's how we end the first quarter. AA 20-7 is the score. And speaking of score, a good chance to let you know about our scoreboard sponsor tonight, Independence Business Supply, an Ohio-owned and operated company with full-service facilities in Cleveland, capable of shipping supplies anywhere in the country. IBS is a business products dealer, providing you with a single source for office products, facility and break room supplies, printing, promotional products, and furniture. Go ahead and visit orderibs.com to learn more about their products and amazing customer service. Well, the Dukes came out on fire. Chagrin Falls able to close the gap with a few threes at the end of that first frame AA, but still a 13-point deficit. The Tigers got some work to do.
Yeah, they do. And again, they just got to find a few guys that can consistently get easy shots. And the problem is when they try to go in the paint, it looks easy when they're driving in. The lane is there, but just not able to get the layup in. So can they get those scores? Can defensively, they are crashing the first guy that goes to the basket, but then can they get the second guy that's shooting from the outside? Little adjustments they're going to have to make here.
The aggressiveness is needed when you talk about the size differential between these teams. And again, you've got some taller kids, but they're coming off the bench for Chagrin at this point. Maybe some of the younger guys on the squad too. So do you trust them in this moment to come in and try and even out the rebounding battle? If you do, there's an opportunity, but then also the experience factor comes into play a little bit. So we'll see what happens as we're underway. Second quarter here from Gilmour Academy, neutral site for this district semifinal. I said quarterfinal to start the game. My bad, AA. I apologize. I know you'll slide me with a ruler later. As that three-pointer is up, and it's good. Good way to start it. Quinn Barger knocks it down. Back to a 10-point lead for Wellington, but now Chagrin Falls starting to find themselves a little bit.
And a couple of scores coming off the bench. And when you get good offense, it creates the defense as they get the turnover.
Great defense. And looks like they're going to take out Chase McKenzie. Back in comes Landon Wright for Wellington. And great defense on the far sideline there by Ryan Curtis to force that loose ball. And again, just Landon Whitehouse couldn't control it. Now the Tigers have possession again, trying to make this a single-digit game. She threw running some motion, passing out. And Curtis going to dish up top, and they'll reset. Work through. Chagrin Falls now showing a bit of patience. Then shoot that three, and it's good. Big three from Brad Russell, and a timeout taken by the Dukes.
Did you see the moment he made that shot, looked right over at our end, right at the camera side, and said, let's go. This is playoffs. Here we go.
Brad Russell had a big game in the previous one. Hit a bunch of threes, stepped up. Doing that tonight, too. Couple of threes for Brad Russell makes it a 7-point game with 7:12 to go in this first half. And I'll tell you what, AA, impressive for Chagrin Falls. Not faltering under that pressure early, able to come out, hit a few shots to start the second quarter.
And between Brad Russell and Jacob Kay, those two players alone have combined for over 40 three-pointers all year long. So you want to talk about scoring threats? It's just only a matter of time before they get going. Now, again, this is great, but now defensively they got to keep clamping down against a very talented Wellington basketball team.
You can't let them breathe at this point if you want to try and get back all the way into this game. Done a good job to start the second quarter. At the end of the first, let's see if they carry momentum through. Wellington going to get picked up. The full court press here to an extent. Dishing off corner, thought about that three. Oh, almost shuffled the feet, but the Dukes will retain possession. Landon Whitehouse will work inside. Dish back on top.
You got to see if this guy here, Sean Whitehouse, can get back going again.
Had an impressive first quarter. Little bump. They're going to call a body foul. Are they going to call an and one on that?
I believe so. That hand swipe, Kyle.
That is going to be on the floor.
Oh, okay. On the floor, yeah.
Yeah.
But even still, was in danger. That hand swipe.
Yep. Watch the lowering of the shoulder, but most will let you get away with that. A little kick there as well. Ball going to stay with the Dukes. And the rest will let you lower your shoulder a little bit to protect yourself. But yeah, the extension of the hand you mentioned is where things get a little dicey. And Whitehouse maybe got away with that. As Kay checks back into the game. Spitzer Kaz going to check out of the ball game now as the guy needs to get going. We'll talk about Jacob Kay, 4 early points. See if the defense for Chagrin Falls can step up again as Landon Whitehouse has the ball near the timeline.
remember, Wellington's pace, so what got them going early in this game, they slowed things down.
Probably going to be on Quinn Barger there.
You know, Chagrin wants to keep this, they want to up the pace, and that's when they got things going. Wellington wants to slow it down, operate, methodical offense, and that's when they had their success for most of the first quarter.
6.5 minutes to go in the second quarter. Layup inside is good. Just great position by Whitehouse. He gets that easy layup.
That was a great shot. Great shot. Essentially, shot it behind his head.
Great inbounds pass, too, from underneath the backboard to be able to kind of roll through and get that look. As the three-pointer is up, that ball's going to be tipped. Great block. Passing back up, Landon Whitehouse trying to control possession. He has it back. No pass up. Thought about the three, dishing back out, and Wellington will slow it down and reset. Landon Whitehouse working on Kay. Drives inside, he loses it. Taken back, here come the Tigers. Layup is up, foul, and one. What a take inside. Ozzie DeFranco gets that one to fall. Foul's going to be, I believe, on Landon Wright. Nope, Adam Mahalik didn't get called for that one. We'll also see number 5, Evan Castelluccio, check back into the game too. No, Tigers playing well now, only down 7, pending the free throw, and that one's off back iron, no good, tip through it, eventually grabbed by Whitehouse.
Did I share also that this Tigers team only has one senior on the team? You know,
yeah. room to grow and get better.
I don't know if they know what pressure is. You know, when you're young players, it's like, well, this is part of the game. You got to go back in there and do this and build that momentum.
Whitehouse working inside, going to pass back out. Right back to Whitehouse, and we'll reset again. The patience is one of the things you notice with Wellington, being able to understand, but sometimes he can get lulled into sleep. They're going to say he stepped out as he goes into the crowd. DeFranco, love the effort.
Oh, that first row seat. Actually went to the second row.
So him and Russell off the bench have been fantastic in this first half, able to step up big and make some plays.
They bring the energy, Kyle, and that's what you need, bringing the energy, bringing the noise, that fight.
When you have a younger team, you're looking for that kind of effort. Whitehouse going to work inside. He's going to get like double team, maybe even triple teamed at that point. Great job by Chagrin Falls to keep Whitehouse at bay and push him back out towards the timeline.
Yeah, DeFranco almost stole it.
And almost got it again. Wow, a couple times. DeFranco's been a spark plug, I'll tell you what.
Yes, he has.
Bring that defensive effort and obviously the run. And you can hear the fans for Chagrin Falls getting excited too. As Whitehouse, he wants it. He wants a one-on-one matchup here against Curtis.
Oh, yeah, this is what you want here. This is what you want.
Whitehouse, good move inside, and he can't get it to fall. Good rebound by DeFranco. Whitehouse had the look he wanted. Slow Euro step, but just couldn't get it to fall. Curtis drives baseline, dishes back out. Kay lost it for a second. It's saved, though. Three-pointer. DeFranco on the way. It's good!
DeFranco called this shot. And once he called it, he knew as soon as it left his hands, it was going in. And the fans knew it too with 4:11 to go in the second quarter.
4-point lead for Wellington. At one point, they led by well into the double digits. Now with 4 minutes to go in this first half, it is a 2-possession game. Whitehouse working top of the key, passing down low. Back out to Whitehouse, three-pointer on the way. Off back iron, no good. Rebound pulled inside by Castelluccio. Hold dish off, and here come the Tigers.
And this go-around, they're actually winning the boards here.
Three-pointer just short. It was right on line. DeFranco almost hit another one.
And if you're Wellington, this is exactly what you want to do. Slow it back down, but this time you got DeFranco meeting you right at half court.
Yeah, not letting it get comfortable like last time in that first half. Going through and they're going to call another wraparound, an offensive foul. That's the second one on Sean Whitehouse, trying to use those long arms. Elbow and wraparound three, can't do that. And the Tigers are going to get the ball back. 3:27 to go in this first half, and they are on a run right now. Double A looking solid.
I mean, if you're Chagrin, keep it going. Keep it going. Wellington, they're getting hit here like a blitz here, talking about how they can handle close games.
Yeah, both these teams familiar with playing some close games this season. Mid-range shot is up by Curtis, and it's good. Ryan Curtis using all 6'3" of that height to get that shot over Whitehouse, and it is now a 2-point game with under 3 minutes to go in this first half.
The CVC All-Star making that shot.
And Curtis Jr. reaching foul going to get called on Kay. That's Kay's first.
Now, if you're Kay, stay locked in. That's, the foul happened. Now what are you going to do next possession? What are you going to do? Actually, still the current possession. What are you going to do?
We're talking with Coach Schmidt before the game, 2AA, sending some texts back and forth, and he said this is going to be a dogfight. Both these teams obviously play close games. They're tight. Wellington got off to that early start, but Chagrin showing why they've been around in all these games.
They are, and also the fans too. And then the student section over on this end.
A bit of confusion on the left side here for Wellington. Wright and Mahalik in the same spot.
Yeah, they are. And we're going to see here with 2:20 to go in this second quarter, who is going to make that move? Who's going to take that open shot?
Whitehouse wanted to get, he wanted to get that 3AA, but great defense by Curtis. Shot's going to go up, and that's going to send Whitehouse to the free throw line. And again, Wellington, that pace, methodical, slow, trying to find their shot. Worked in the first quarter when Chagrin was playing off a little bit more, but now that they're playing up, it's kind of tough to be able to play that slow because you have pressure so much.
And Kyle, that's a great point because there were even signs of that late in the first quarter. So that first free throw goes down for Sean Whitehouse, and it made a little bit of a difference, and it carried over into this quarter.
And Brad Russell just checking in now for Chagrin Falls. Got to watch him. We know he's a spark plug that can shoot too. He's got a couple of threes already in this first half for the Tigers.
And they're going to need it here again. The momentum here is vastly different at this stage of the game than it was a quarter ago. So Whitehouse makes that free throw. 12
points for Sean Whitehouse. He's got half of the Wellington points in this first half. It's 24-20. 2 minutes to go in this first half. Wellington holding on to that 4-point lead. Tigers trying to respond from the two made free throws from Whitehouse. Kay drives inside, lays it up, draws contact. A good defense by Whitehouse, straight up. Using the height, used the size. Kay tried to draw, but couldn't.
And Wellington's been good with that all game long. Defensively, in the paint, staying tall, and they've been making it tough for Chagrin to get shots, get layups in the paint.
And Landon Whitehouse going to slow it down now. He'll work with his left hand towards baseline, passing back out. And again, a reset. Landon Wright, top. Good defense taken away by Kay. He comes through. Kay passing off. DeFranco lays it up, lays it in. Ozzie DeFranco, what a make. The English. Not Spanish, not French, English AA. Oh, my goodness.
How did that roll in?
What a take.
Incredible.
With the right hand going opposite on the left side of the backboard, fantastic. 1 minute to go, AA.
I'm sorry, Kyle. If Chagrin is able to tie this game or take a lead by halftime, it would be amazing because it was a huge, huge deficit in the first quarter.
We're talking about 13, 15-point deficit at one point. Whitehouse working through, trying to draw a foul, can't. Rebound tipped and grabbed by Whitehouse. He gets his own. He'll work inside, puts it up, puts it in. Special player, Sean Whitehouse knocks it down. 34 seconds to go. Chagrin trying to respond.
And Whitehouse just had the effort there. The effort, the long arms to get that rebound. And I think Chagrin is going to work for the last shot here with 22 seconds.
Coach Dave Barger calling out what he wants from his offense. DeFranco going to get the ball. He's had a fantastic second quarter. 7 big points for Ozzie DeFranco. As we approach 10 seconds to go in the first half, DeFranco's going to have the ball, dishing off, corner. Working through, cross-court pass out of bounds, going to go to Wellington with 5.4 seconds, plenty of time. As Chase McKenzie checks back in for the Dukes.
Wellington did a great job there, Kyle, with their help defense, shading whoever had the ball, and it made it extremely difficult for Chagrin to get out of that corner. They finally did, but they had to rush it, and teammates weren't ready, and a turnover.
Quinn Barger also checking back in. They're going to double Whitehouse here. They only got 5 seconds. Landon Whitehouse looking for a shot, puts it up at the buzzer. Almost banked it in. That's no good. And that is how we end the first half. Your score 26-22. We got a ball game here at Gilmour Academy as the Wellington Dukes lead the Chagrin again Tigers here on CVC TV. Chagrin Falls, what a comeback in that second quarter, AA.
Yeah, it was. And this is district playoff basketball here. And for Chagrin, after a first quarter that No shots were falling, giving up rebounds. They somehow, some way, they got the offensive firepower off the bench, got scoring going, and the second quarter made this a 4-point game.
It was a fantastic effort, of course, too, from Sean Whitehouse in that first half AA. 14 of the 26 Wellington points. He led the way on the other side. Good Ozzie DeFranco off the bench. All 7 of his points coming in the second quarter. Big reason why this game is only down, why his team's only down 4 points now.
Yeah, and again, just looking for the spark plugs there, and that's what happens. You know, we talk about team effort. The one thing that happens in this go-around, you know, with the playoffs, he's not calling me, everyone's introduced on the team. It's not just the starters. So if you're on the team, you play a role in these playoff games. And it's been a team effort here in this first half. And we're in for a roller coaster ride. The second quarter, Wellington, look, second quarter didn't go your way, but you still have an opportunity to slow things down, make it a game.
Definitely can. Again, more from the first half as well as second half action coming up on ChagrinValleyConference.com. Right now at halftime, 26-22 your score. Again, Wellington Dukes leading the Chagrin Falls Tigers here on CVC TV. Of course, want to remind you about our presenting sponsor for CVC TV. It's the Ohio Center for Oral, Facial, and Implant Surgery. Drs. Keith Schneider, Don Lewis, and Jill Weber. Their specialties include dental surgery and implants, corrective jaw and facial surgery, and trauma reconstruction. For all your oral surgery needs, visit the Ohio Center for Oral, Facial, and Implant Surgery website at www.ohsurgery.com. With that, we'll take a break. We'll see you on the other side for second half action here from Gilmour Academy. Stay with us. Halftime here at Gilmour Academy, the score 26-22. The Wellington High School Dukes leading the Chagrin Falls Tigers here on CVC TV. Kyle Cornell, of course, joined as always by AA Anthony Alford on the call. Tonight's district semifinals, Division III, Section 3. We know the person waiting for one of these two teams. Lutheran East, the 1 seed in the entire Division III, is waiting for the winner of Wellington and Chagrin Falls. But first, you got to win this game, AA. And that first quarter and for the beginning part, maybe of even the second quarter, it kind of seemed like Wellington was going to pull away. But give the Tigers and Coach Barger credit. They just kept things close, and now here we are, just a 4-point deficit.
Yeah, they kept it close. And again, like you mentioned, the tale of 2 quarters. The first quarter, absolutely dominated by Wellington on both sides of the ball, particularly defense. Defensively they did their thing, but offensively they were able to get a ton of offensive rebounds. And Chagrin, it took a quarter for Chagrin to figure it out, but once they did, and once Chagrin was able to find some shooters and get things going, we had a different ball game.
Definitely, as we are just seconds away from third quarter action here from Gilmour Academy, the neutral site for the game. Correct me if I'm wrong, AA, but I believe the district championship, the district final, would be in Worcester.
This district, it would be here.
Oh, it's going to be here? Okay.
Yeah, it will be back here.
We're going to be hanging out at Gilmour then. Okay,
yeah,
cool.
It'll be back here.
Gotcha. Wasn't sure if it was going to move down there or not. I never know with these neutral sites what's going on. It's all over the place.
It's because the first couple of rounds, you're at your home sites, and then once you get into the semis, then you move on into your district. But this is good experience, and I'll tell you what, I don't think either of these teams are thinking about Friday. I think they're just thinking about what dogfight this is going to be for the second half and winning this ball game. 16
minutes separating them, one of these two teams from a district final for Wellington. Just their 4th time in school history in a district semifinal. Chagrin here last year as we're back underway here on CVC TV. And Wellington in their all whites, Chagrin in the all blacks. Layup inside by Whitehouse, comes out aggressive and knocks it down. 16 points for Sean Whitehouse.
I was very curious to see how aggressive Wellington was going to come out in the paint. And it's good to see, if you're a Wellington fan, Whitehouse bodying his way in the paint.
And Curtis trying to work inside. Pass goes through. No one touched it. Out of bounds back to the Dukes. Some good movement on offense from Chagrin to start this third quarter, but looking for the pass and couldn't find it.
Sometimes I always consider the start of the third quarter to be the toughest quarter, the toughest point of the game. And especially Chagrin had all that momentum from the second quarter. You felt like, hey, let's keep playing, let's keep going. But you have the halftime break. You got to find a way to get back into it.
McKenzie tries to work inside, can't get it to fall. Good rebound by Chagrin. The Tigers pushing the ball. Rolling out. Here's Kay. And Chagrin, talk about their record, 10-14 this year. Started the season on a 7-game losing streak, but have bounced back and played great basketball the last few months of the season, carrying now into the playoffs.
And, sometimes you have a big losing streak like that, you got to find yourself. You got to dig deep. And maybe that the way the season started maybe defines, maybe the game plays out that way. Started off with a struggle and then finding a way to dig out of it.
Battling injuries all season long as Curtis missed that mid-range shot. 6:20 to go in this third quarter. Whitehouse works inside. Right-handed floater is no good. Good rebound on the inside by the Tigers.
But I like the aggressiveness from Sean Whitehouse. He's just saying, I'm taking this game over myself here.
Curtis working through inside, lays it up, can't get it to fall, tries to tip it out and does. Offensive rebound for the Tigers, out of the reach of Kay. And just like that, the ball back to the Dukes. 6 minutes to go in this third quarter. 28-22 your score with the Dukes up 6.
Yeah, they are. And, not able to take advantage of the offensive possession. But this is the guy right here. Even though he's inbounding, he's going to get the ball back very, very soon. Number 2, Sean Whitehouse.
And offense goes through Whitehouse for the most part. Worth going to dish it back up. Again, the Chagrin Falls student section proving they can count.
I laid out for a reason.
I'll tell you what. No, that was. It's tough when you try to get chance going in games now.
It really is.
Yeah, you really got to work together. So props to the Tigers.
I was hoping to get the 10.
Right,
but
White
this
House.
is the guy. This is, again, the matchup, the key matchup. They've been trying to ISO this matchup in the first half, but here we go again.
And Curtis and Whitehouse, and Curtis not shying away. Screen from McKenzie on the right. Whitehouse won't take it. He'll drive inside. Right-handed layup's going to be short. Tip through. That ball eventually grabbed. The Tigers will push. Working inside. Layup is up. Bump foul is going to be called. Curtis is going to go to the line for 2. McKenzie almost came through and pinned that ball. They're going to say it was a clean block, but that was close. The ball almost touched the backboard before he hit it.
Yeah, that's what I thought it was going to be a goaltend. And yeah, OHSA officials in all these games.
And Curtis can't get that first free throw to fall. A couple of subs checking in. Ozzie DeFranco, first half hero, number 2 for the Tigers. Back into the ball game.
Again, that spark plug in for Chagrin team, who so far, was it 5:21 left for this quarter, has not scored. The only 2 points scored in this quarter is from Wellington. So they got to get themselves back in.
Second free throw rattles in. So Curtis now with 3 points. But a big one there as he cuts the lead to 5 with 5:18 to go in this third quarter. And Landon Wright with the basketball, dishing off the White House. He'll drive baseline, look through, ball tipped through. They're going to call ups and downs. He did lose possession, but he has to drop the ball to the floor. So the ball going to go back to the Tigers. And apparently, as the student section said, you can't do that, and they are right. You can't do that.
They said what was needed to be said. But you are right, though. Like, the ball never left his hands, and
It was hit double A. He just has to actually let go of the ball and let it drop. As it's a layup inside. Good move through by DeFranco, but he couldn't get that one to fall.
And a great commanding rebound there from Chase McKenzie. And again, in that first quarter when Wellington was successful, he's a big defensive threat. I wonder how involved he's going to be here in the offense.
You're called double as he gets the ball in the post, working inside. McKenzie gets through, tries up a layup, misses the first one, misses the second. Ball tipped through and eventually tracked down by Curtis.
Great coaching by Chagrin. Get 2 guys. Well, he stayed in bounds. Get 2 guys on McKenzie.
DeFranco works inside, lays it up, gets blocked. Solid defense by, again, Landon Whitehouse, the sophomore brother.
And we're great defensive efforts in the paint from both teams.
Yeah, both boxing out, getting rebounds, too. Seen a couple of block shots here in this third quarter.
McKenzie wants it down low.
And great defense, still trying to fight for that ball, out of bounds, and it is going to go to the Tigers.
That was great effort there by Cass, number 3, again. One of the CVC All-Stars.
And Brad Russell into the game now, too, double A. Now one of those shooters, number 4 in black. Got to watch him so he can catch fire quick and make some shots.
Somebody has to catch fire if you're Chagrin.
1 point for Chagrin. Shot is up mid-range. That's no good. Foul called late. Are they going to call that on the shot? The foul's going to be on McKenzie, and it is going to be 2 shots. Fouled on the mid-range 2, so that's going to send Brad Russell to the free throw line. Junior guard. Able to get the 6'4" McKenzie in the air. Takes his first free throw, knocks it down. 7 points for Brad Russell tonight. Connor Kisner going to come in for McKenzie, so a little of a small one. You talk about Connor Kisner, freshman, 5'4" guard. Change of pace, maybe some speed out there. We'll see what happens.
I think you're going to get some speed if you're Wellington. Both free throws go down.
Russell now leads all scorers for Chagrin with 8, and it's a 3-point game with 3:35 to go in this third quarter.
Matter of fact, watch Kisner, number 3, down the corner.
Dish inside. Whitehouse dishing back out. Kisner.
So in this offense right now, Kyle, Sean Whitehouse is the big man.
Almost has to be. Kisner, 3-pointer on the way. Off back iron, no good. Rebound pulled in by DeFranco, and he's going to run. Dishing out. That ball through the hands of Spencer Kaz, and the ball going to go back to Wellington. An ample opportunity to get an open layup, but just took the eyes off the ball a little bit there.
That pass was coming in hot too, and that was off of crashing the boards on the other side.
Comes Whitehouse looking for Kisner. Kisner's got to get through, trying to spin through that double team, the freshman. And it's a 10-second violation.
Wow!
Ball going to go back to the Tigers. The freshman's getting some experience, that's for sure. Loud crowd. That's tough because you're going behind that play on a double. You normally want to go on top so that way you can get the ball past the timeline, not worry about that 10-second. He went behind and had to try and spin through, and well, now we know what happened.
And great coaching again. Press the younger, smaller guy.
Well, why not? As that floater is up and it's good. Brad Russell, 10 big points, and it's a 1-point game. 2:40 to go, and a steal. Tigers have the ball back. Russell, three-pointer on the way. Got it! Brad Russell. Here comes Kisner pushing the ball into the forecourt. He's going to get triple team. Pass off to Whitehouse. Whitehouse splits the defenders. Spins inside. Mid-range shot is up. Off front iron, no good. Pulls in his own rebound. Whitehouse gets fouled. For the first time in this ball game, when it took until 2:16 to go, the Tigers with the lead. Brad Russell, you mentioned him, Double A. Watch him off the bench. He has been so important. Him and DeFranco have been fantastic for this Tigers ball club.
Yes, they have. And now if you're Wellington, right now if you're Whitehouse, shot Whitehouse number 2 at the free throw line, your job is to stabilize this at the moment. Only now 3 points scored in this quarter for Wellington.
But none bigger than this one. You want to try and keep this score even as Whitehouse gets another attempt. Kisner out, Mahalik in, as well as Landon right back into the ballgame. A couple more guards with some ball handling experience in there. Whitehouse's second free throw, spins and goes out. Rebound by Curtis. Comes Barger, he'll push it into the forecourt. Here's the hot man right now, Brad Russell. Side steps. He's got Whitehouse on him, will dish off. That ball off the foot.
Got
it's going to dribble down. Out of bounds, and I believe it should, yes, go to Wellington. Now, that was off his own foot, so it would have been a backcourt either way. You just don't want Wellington to get an easy layup. So
exactly.
Smart to get back and make sure they don't get that ball. Now the Dukes will have it out of bounds underneath their own basket. 1:57 to go in this third quarter. 1-point lead for the Tigers. Here's Worth, top of the key, dishing down. Whitehouse going to work inside, lays it up. Can't get it to fall. Gets his own rebound. Can't get that one to fall either. Tip through. Taken by the Dukes. Worth, right place, right time.
I think at this point, Kyle, somebody's going to have to fall on the basketball. It's that type of ball game.
Good tip through. They're going to call an over the back on Curtis.
I mean, how many times, Kyle, in this game have we seen that basketball pop up way high in the air, up for grabs for either team?
The pass inside. Whitehouse just can't get those to fall inside as that ball tipped away and taken by the Tigers. Great defense now by the offensive hero, Brad Russell.
And coaches say, let's slow this down with 1:25 to go.
And now you're in a different type of game. You've been fighting from behind all ball game. Now with a 1-point lead. Here come the Tigers. Russell pulls a three. In and out. Can't get it to fall. Rebound tipped and grabbed by Wright. He passes up into the forecourt.
Good pass.
Trying to push the pace now was Wellington there for a second, but now they'll slow things down a bit.
And that pass, and the reason why it was a good pass, not only because it looked good, but because it gave the rest of the offense an opportunity to catch their breath and get back into it here.
Here comes Landon Whitehouse. Trying to find a lane inside. He'll work through, try to pass to his brother. That ball tipped. He lays it up and lays it in with an and one. Big take inside by Landon Whitehouse. He had been scoreless since the first quarter, but none bigger than that basket so far. 48 seconds to go in the third. Duke's back on top by one.
And you was waiting for Landon Whitehouse to, get back into it. He was a big contributor in the first quarter, getting a good score there and an and one opportunity, Kyle.
Yeah, big bucket as Whitehouse's free throw is up and good. So give Landon Whitehouse 10 points. 47 seconds to go in this third quarter. A 2-point lead back to the Dukes. But here come the Tigers again.
Tigers are saying we're in another close game. Their last game was a 1-point victory. Here we are again.
And Curtis working. Barker passes off. Curtis dishes corner. And a reset. DeFranco. How about the three? Good pump fake passing off. DeFranco works inside, fakes it through, and lays it in. What a move by Ozzie DeFranco.
Ball handling skills on point. And with 12 seconds, Whitehouse with the ball.
Whitehouse works inside. They're going to say it's a blocking foul. Yet DeFranco was sliding his feet in to the contact. So that's going to be 2 shots coming up for Sean Whitehouse. Oh, what a game, AA.
And Sean Whitehouse, absolutely. And Sean Whitehouse, because why not? Ever since the start of this half, abuse the paint and really use your body. You're one of the biggest guys out there on the floor.
Whitehouse's first is good. He's got 18 points. Spencer Kaz going to check back in for DeFranco for these last 8.9 seconds. Whitehouse has been good.
Boxing out is going to be so important here for Chagrin if this free throw is missed.
And this time he doesn't jinx him as Whitehouse fixed that one. 19 big points for Sean Whitehouse. 6 seconds to go. And a body foul going to get called on Landon Whitehouse. That's his 3rd foul, so Landon Whitehouse got to be careful. And I think you're going to see a sub here. And new face, Alex Frank, going to check into the game. Give Landon Whitehouse a bit of a breather these last 5 seconds. I'm sure he'll be playing a lot in the 4th quarter, so good chance for it. Tigers, 3 seconds to go. Layup inside is up. It's good. And that is how we end the 3rd quarter. Tie ball game. Spencer Kaz, his first basket. What a time to get it. 34-34 heading into the 4th. Real quick AA, let's take care of some obligations first. Our presenting sponsor for CVC TV is the Ohio Center for Oral, Facial, and Implant Surgery. Doctors Keith Schneider, Don Lewis, and Jill Weber. Their specialties include dental surgery and implants, corrective jaw and facial surgery, and trauma reconstruction. For all of your oral surgery needs, visit the Ohio Center for Oral, Facial, and Implant Surgery website at www.ohsurgery.com. Also want to thank tonight's scoreboard sponsor, Independence Business Supply. They're an Ohio-owned and operated company with full-service facilities in Cleveland, capable of shipping supplies anywhere in the U.S. IBS is a business products dealer providing you with a single source for office products, facility and break room supplies, printing, promotional products, and furniture. Visit orderibs.com to learn more about their products and amazing customer service. Deep breath. 4th quarter, tie game. Walk us through it, AA. What are we going to see?
So something interesting's been happening here and developing. So Sean Whitehouse, number 2, he's been getting the offensive rebounds. He's controlling the offense on his side. The problem is that even with the offensive rebounds, this go around, he's not getting all the scores. Chagrin has been able to capitalize and hold their own defensively. And we're going to see now here in this 4th quarter who's going to be that scoring juice. Can Chagrin, the younger team, outlast Wellington in this 4th quarter?
Russell and DeFranco have been the guys to this point. Russell's going to start his 4th quarter on the bench. Try to go that backdoor pass, taken by Whitehouse. He's got a lane. Kaz tracking him down. Whitehouse dunks it down. Sean Whitehouse with authority. 2 hands, 2-point lead for Wellington.
And Sean Whitehouse again saying, I'm taking this game over. Again, averaging 21 points this season. And the Wellington crowd locked in.
21 points tonight for Whitehouse. Little mid-range shot from Curtis is up. It bounces through. Can't get it to fall. Rebound taken, but it's going to be over the back. Ball going to go back to the Dukes. Heartbreaker there for the Chagrin Falls faithful. Curtis's 3rd foul. Great aggressive drive, but Curtis couldn't get it to fall. Went over the back of his defender, and now the ball going back to Wellington.
Interested to see if Chagrin gets back in. A little bit of the press. They kind of back off here.
Yeah, kind of a man press as Whitehouse works through, passes off. Tell you what, Sean Whitehouse thought about that 3. I haven't seen him pull one since the first half. He actually had the first 3-pointer of the game for.
Well, his assignment has changed. Now he was being asked against a smaller Chagrin team to body inside, and now Chagrin has multiple guys eyeing Sean Whitehouse in the paint.
Yeah, sliding through with some protection. It is a man defense, but again, shading over to watch that post pass and make sure Whitehouse can't get a clean look at an easy layup or a post play. But Wellington is showing they'll take their time and try to find an opening.
But Chagrin wants nothing more than to get the steal and to speed this game back up to their pace.
Whitehouse dishing out 3-pointer on the way. Front iron no good. Ball taken by Curtis. Almost caught that in rhythm. It's a good shot by Mahalik, just a little bit short. Working inside DeFranco, lays it up, lays it in. Ozzie DeFranco ties the game at 36, working his way through. The two bench players stepping up big time for Chagrin Falls tonight.
And wait for him to split the defense.
Ball out of bounds, and DeFranco with some defense too. It goes back to the Tigers. Pressure right there on Landon Wright. He just lost the ball. Tough spot right by the referee too. Hard to try and control yourself there, but DeFranco, great job. Here comes Kay. He's been quiet this game, but he hasn't had to score because he's had a couple guys off the bench step up big for him. Including this guy with the ball now. DeFranco working, lays it up. Gonna go long, no good. Good rebound inside by Worth. Back comes Wellington. Whitehouse working through and got the and one. What a take inside. Landon Whitehouse. What a move. That foul, they're calling it on Curtis. It should be his fourth if it is. Nope, that's going to be on Kaz. That's going to be Kaz's fourth. We gotta watch.
Yeah, that's not good either.
Yeah, another junior. Whitehouse to the free throw line. He's been fantastic in this game too. And knocks down the free throw. Big, big possession there for Wellington. As here we go. Brad Russell back into the game. I imagine Russell's going to be in for the last 550 here.
Possibly.
Leading scorer right now for the Tigers. He has been on fire, mainly in this second half. Third quarter, he stepped up big. 3-point lead, 5:40 to go in the ball game. Dishing inside. Russell, short arm the layup. Rebound grabbed inside by Worth. Big defensive stand there for Wellington. 5.5 to go in this ball game. 3-point lead for the Dukes.
I thought Chagrin was going to be called for a moving screen. They got to be careful.
Pass out Worth, dishing back up top. Ooh, Whitehouse thought about that three. And then he thought again.
And again, this is the younger brother, Landon Whitehouse, the sophomore, now to the senior, Sean Whitehouse.
Three-pointer from Whitehouse, going to be short. Rebound pulled in by DeFranco. He dishes it up. Long outlet pass over that at Curtis and out of bounds. And the ball going back to the Dukes. Good idea trying to push that pace, catch Wellington napping, but a little bit too much on that pass, and the Dukes, no, they get the ball back.
And Cass is telling Franklin, all right, let's chill out just a little bit, here.
And timeout going to get called by Wellington. Going to be a full timeout with the ball. 5:02 to go in the game. 3-point lead for the Dukes. They have possession double A. This could be a big, big moment here in the game.
It could be. And I'll tell you what, sometimes, there's a little bit of younger brother energy in the sense of you want to just go. And there's been a couple of possessions, of course, the Michael Jordan-looking layup that was missed, where you have a clear path. If you just easily put it up in the air, put it off glass, you don't get style points, but you get the points that matter. And sometimes when you're rushing, those things happen where you're not making it as easy as it could be.
I'll tell you what, Double A, it's been a fantastic season here on ChagrinValleyConference.com for basketball. Fitting that it comes possibly to a head. We never know when our last game's going to be, but nevertheless, 3-point game, 5 minutes to go. Also want to give a shout out to all of our friends out in Lorain County that are watching the broadcast too. Appreciate you guys tuning in and making the drive in some cases, showing out Wellington's fans, and of course, a little bit closer for Chagrin Falls. They were able to get here pretty quick. But
yeah, good luck finding a seat.
Tell you what, yeah, it's pretty packed in here as the Dukes have the ball again. Just over 5 minutes to go in the game, up 3. Let's see what Coach Smook drew up on the sideline for his team here. Whitehouse.
Yeah, absolutely.
Probably has something to do with number 2 as hold this off to his brother. Landon Whitehouse working inside, dishing off corner. 3-pointer Worth on the way. Front iron, no good. Rebound pulled inside by Kaz.
And we're going to see here Chagrin speeds this up again with 4:33 to go.
Dishes off. Kaz looking to take the screen from Curtis. Looking inside. Good pass. Curtis has a layup, and it's good. Big time for Ryan Curtis to get his second basket. He's got 5 total points, and it's a 1-point game again.
And there you go. If you're Chagrin, yeah, the speed is going to be up there, but now a disciplined drive and a responsible score, and now it's just a 1-point game.
And again, just taking their time here. White House going to work inside on Curtis. Lay it up. Finger roll, no good. Fights for the rebound. Tipped down, and the ball goes back to the Tigers. Great closeout on White House. Had a chance for the offensive rebound, but just couldn't reach it off his fingertips. And Chagrin falls again with a chance to retake the lead. 4:05 to go in this ball game.
Yeah, it's been close, and both teams used to close games. Chagrin Falls winning over Rittman in the last round, 50-49.
Ugh,
Wellington, 43-37 over Independence in the last round.
Close games all around. Three-pointer is up, off back iron, over the backboard, and no good. Curtis, I think that's his first three he's taking today, and that one just a little bit long, and the Dukes will retain possession here. Kay going to check in for Brad Russell. Wow, interesting move from Coach Barger. I mean, not the worst, but Kay, and he's pretty good too.
But you think of conditioning too. You know, think about matchups, defensive matchups.
And Quentin Barger back in as well for the Tigers.
Who's going to be the other guy, Kyle, besides Sean Whitehouse, that's going to make that impact play offensively for this Wellington team?
Well, the stats tell you right now it's Landon Whitehouse as he works inside, lays it up, lays it in. Right on cue, Landon Whitehouse puts in the layup. Back to a three-point lead. 3.5 to go in the ball game. Tigers going to try and respond. Kaz going to work inside. Lay it up with the right hand. Can't get it to fall. Good box out by Landon Whitehouse. He'll get the ball back from his brother and bring it up. That was a good opportunity.
Yeah, and I'm glad you. Oh, good
what a
move
move by Landon Whitehouse. He gets blocked. Ball gets stuck. Should be a jump. Unless they called a foul. I think they may have. Yeah, they're going to call a foul on Kay. Third foul for Jacob Kay, and that's going to send Landon Whitehouse to the free throw line. Going to see DeFranco check in at the first free throw here. I'll tell you what, Landon Whitehouse stepping up. See his brother getting double, triple teamed down in the post. First free throw was good.
And that's been the difference, Kyle, in these last two quarters. Because it seemed like in the third quarter, Sean Whitehouse was taking it all. And I understand, like, the aggressiveness and doing your thing. But then, you know, got to have some help there, too.
Yeah. As Russell and DeFranco check back in. Quick breather for Russell. He's back out there as the second free throw from Whitehouse is up. Back iron, no good. Tipped and grabbed by Worth. He dishes back out. Whitehouse has the ball. 4-point lead, 3 minutes to go. And the Dukes have possession. Whitehouse dishing on to Worth. Worth trying to find Sean Whitehouse in the post. He's
being shaded. Yeah. I don't know if he's going to get the ball at the moment.
Oh, DeFranco almost read that pass. A little bump inside. That's going to be on Kay. Yeah, watch those team fouls now as we're creeping up. Slowly but surely.
And that's where Wellington, as Jacob Kay has his fourth foul, Kyle.
Got to watch him too. A couple guys with 4 fouls. Him and Kaz, both starters with those 4 fouls. It's physical playoff basketball. You can tell by the score, 42-38, 2:51 to go here in the fourth quarter. And Wellington clinging to that 4-point lead.
You said this Wellington team a year ago was 3-20?
3-20 last season. This year, 15-8. What a flip by Coach Anthony Schmuck and company to be able to turn and right the ship. Here's Whitehouse. Thought about that mid-range shot, passes back out. Landon right with the ball. Over to Whitehouse. Passing inside. Layup is going to be good, but it doesn't matter.
Oh, timeout.
So Coach Schmuck calling a timeout. Going to take it with 2:27 to go. Had an opportunity, but instead wants to drop a play and get things moving. 30-second timeout called by the Dukes.
I was thinking, like, wait, he didn't step out.
Well, maybe, I thought maybe the sideline of the baseline, maybe a foot went a little bit too far and drifted, but no, chance to try and draw something up. Obviously, Coach Book's seeing something he didn't like and wants to correct something here. You almost wonder if maybe you run Sean Whitehouse as a decoy on something, maybe trying to open up something for Landon Whitehouse. But really no one else has stepped up and scored. Deacon Worth does have a layup. Chase McKenzie had 3 points, but it was back in the first quarter. Other than that, it's been the Whitehouse brothers that have kind of carried this Wellington team to this moment.
But the way the game is flowing, that's kind of okay. I mean, you wonder, like, who's going to be crashing the boards and stuff. Because, again, as you mentioned, Kyle, the foul trouble on Chagrin's side is racking up. It's in dangerous territory.
This is smart, too, having Landon right inbound the ball. Good pass, backdoor cut. Whitehouse had an opportunity, but he lost the ball. He's on the floor trying to call timeout. They're going to call a jump ball. I don't know where the possession arrow is. I believe
it should be
Chagrin Falls basketball, right? I don't think it's going to stay with the Dukes.
Yeah.
Russell back in. getting some tag in and out. So it will stay Duke basketball. Okay, the possession arrow was going towards the visitors, which in this case is Chagrin Falls, lower of the 2 seeds, but
again,
nevertheless.
Our announcing position, the way the gym set up.
I was doing basketball math and carrying the 4.
Uh-huh.
It was wrong.
Yeah.
So it's Duke's basketball.
Forgot to add the 1 there.
Right. Go figure. The one time I forget. Dishing back up top. Whitehouse has the ball. He'll work inside. Whitehouse goes high. Can't get it to fall. Great defense inside right there by Curtis. He'll push it into the forecourt. 2:14 to go. Curtis working inside. Layup is up and it's good. Ryan Curtis, 7 big points. 2-point lead, 2 minutes to go.
You wonder with all the effort that Sean Whitehouse has to take offensively, that defensively Chagrin takes advantage of him.
Fish off, here comes Worth. He'll work inside. Pass back off to Whitehouse. Wellington content with being able to just hold the ball, possession. Worth dishes off to Landon Whitehouse. He's going to have a lane. Working inside, lays it up, lays it in. Landon Whitehouse, what a drive. 4-point lead for the Dukes. Here come the Tigers.
He has a bright future for this Wellington team.
Tell you what, both these guys stepping up big today. Curtis inside, gets set away. Great defense by Sean Whitehouse. Fishing through, and DeFranco getting a call for the foul. What a block. You talked about the defensive effort. Maybe he was saving that jump till right there.
You know, he looked at me and said, "Double A, shut up." You know?
I saw him mouth the words. It's crazy. Yeah.
It's like who's resting there defensively?
Sean Whitehouse going to head to the free throw line. Going to get a couple free throw attempts here. Trying to build off a fantastic game for the senior forward. Couple big points could be on the way. First one's up, and it's no good. Off front and off to the right. Keeping the door open for the Tigers.
Now, even though Chagrin's up there at the line by themselves, got to watch Whitehouse to move up. He won't there.
And he makes the second free throw, so it's a 5-point game, 1:22 to go. Here come the Tigers and DeFranco. Working to the right. Don't need a 3 necessarily here, but you'd like to get something quick. Russell working through, passing off. Running a little bit of a motion offense, passing through. Here's DeFranco again over Curtis. Thought about the 3, passing off Russell. Here's Curtis working inside, dishing out. 3-pointer, Kaz on the way. Off front iron, can't get it to fall. Tip through. And that's going to be a foul on the Dukes on the rebound. So it should be, I believe, a baseline out of bounds. With 1 minute and 1 second to go, that foul is on Landon Wright. It's only his first team foul of this entire fourth quarter for the Wellington Dukes. They played clean basketball.
Really clean basketball, and they've communicated defensively, even at defensive possession. Hard for Chagrin to get something going, but almost had a good look.
And then a pass, the shot is up, it's no good. Tip through the air, pulled in by Kaz. Lays it up, can't get it to fall. Tip through again, taken by Wright. He dishes off. Passing inside, Worth goes, lays it up, lays it in, and one. Deacon Worth with a big layup in transition. Extends the lead to 7. Pending the M1 could be 8.
And the loudest we heard the Wellington crowd all game. What a rebound, score. Excellent job by the Dukes.
Couple of chances for the Tigers to get those inside shots to fall. Just couldn't get the rolls in. Curtis had an opportunity. Kaz did too. And I think that's going to be it for Spencer Kaz. That's his 5th foul. Kaz, the junior. Quinn Barger checking in, the sophomore. And for Chagrin, this one may sting a little bit if this ends up being the final result. Still got some time here. The M1 attempt from Worth is up, and it's no good. Rebound pulled in by Curtis. Got to move. Passing up to Franco. He's got the wheels to do it. Franco lays it up and lays it in. Good move by DeFranco. And a timeout going to be called by the Tigers.
You said Chagrin has to move.
They did.
That hasn't been a problem all game.
Now 5.2 seconds to get up and down the court for 2 points. It's a 5-point game. Do you play the free throw game at this point, Double A, or do you just try and trap and hope you get a steal? I mean, we've seen Chagrin be able to do that in the second half, play more of a trap, maybe get some tough passes, some balls deflected.
You try to go for the trap initially, but if within 5 seconds, if you don't get it, foul. Because Wellington, a team that, they've worked on close games all year long. We talked about they had 3 losses by 5 points or fewer this season, so they've worked on these close game situations. They want to hold on to the ball, and they are content with winning this game by 5. So
I'm going to give you a hint about who's going to get the ball. The Whitehouse brothers have 40 of the 47 Wellington points tonight. Expect one of them to get it. There you go. And Sean Whitehouse has the ball, bringing it up, passing up, now dishing to Worth. Worth looking inside, layup is up, it is good. Tips through, and they call an and one. The foul was committed by DeFranco. He pushed Landon Whitehouse in the back, but it's going to result in another free throw coming.
The officials are talking about the particulars.
No, they're not. Okay. Yep, they're going to wave it off. There's no foul called. So the bucket's just going to be good for Mahalik. No foul.
So they gave it a shot, with the trap and whatnot. But, yeah, now you play the free throw game.
Bubba going through. Russell trying to find a 3, passing off. There's a foul on the top of the key. That 3 would not count as Russell draws it.
And remember, for those who are tuning in for the first time this season, in the team foul situation, there's no 1-and-1 in Ohio high school basketball this year. So once the teams are in foul trouble, automatic 2 shots.
5 team fouls for the Tigers, 3 now for Wellington. Looks like Landon Whitehouse going to check out. Actually, I believe he's fouled out of the game.
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah, so that's big. Sean Whitehouse, I believe, only has 2. They were both offensive fouls. Fishing cross court, DeFranco. Going to work inside. DeFranco going to lay it up and lay it in. And another timeout going to get called by the Tigers. 5-point game again, 24.9 seconds to go. And again, now no Landon Whitehouse. So do you just bail everything out and try to make sure that Sean Whitehouse doesn't get the ball?
Yes. Yes. I mean, there's no other thing to say. Now, I will say this on the last score. Good coaching on Wellington's side of things. Hands up, don't foul. Chagrin, this is where the inexperience is coming into play here. These last couple of possessions, the issue hasn't been on this end. It's been on the other end where they have been in foul situations. And if the ball goes to the other side, let Wellington score. You do not want an and-one situation on any of these plays going forward.
It's been a fantastic game here at Gilmour Academy in Gates Mills, Ohio. CVC TV, of course, bringing the action. Of course, want to thank those that make this all possible. Not only you, the fans at home watching, everyone in attendance too, but of course, our presenting sponsor, Ohio Center for Oral, Facial, and Implant Surgery, as well as our scoreboard sponsor, Independence Business Supply. What a game. Here are the district semifinals, Division III, Section 3. Winner gets Lutheran East on Friday right here at Gilmour Academy. That winner still yet to be determined. 24.9 seconds away from seeing who's going to move on. Wellington has the ball, dishing off right away to Whitehouse. He works through, still has the ball, passes inside, layup is up, blocked, sent away. Great defense by DeFranco. Russell thought about a 3, passes off. Curtis will take one. Off back iron, no good, pulled in. Ball dished out. Here's Whitehouse. He dishes it up, and he's going to get called. He's going to get that foul. What a block on the other end. There was a brief glimmer of hope, but now here goes Sean Whitehouse to the free throw line.
What a sequence there.
Oh.
What a sequence.
I tell you what, I have normal blood pressure, but it rose a little bit when that happened. That was high-octane turn of events. And Sean Whitehouse essentially trying to ice this game for the Dukes. 2 free throws on the way. The first one's good.
And the next one is big because if this next one goes in, makes it a 3-possession game with 9 seconds to go.
Will Stinson, Trace Williams checking in, as well as Harrison Horvath. And Coach Barger emptying the bench here, getting these guys some playoff minutes, or seconds in this case. Also, Aiden Beresford in there as well, as the second free throw is up and no good. 8 seconds to go as Chagrin Falls brings it into the forecourt. Passing cross court. Trying to get a shot off. Passing through. Inside. Layup is up. That's going to count. Beresford hits it, but the Dukes with a big win, 50-46. Talk about close games. What a win for Wellington. They're going to advance to the district final. It has been a while, folks, since Wellington's gotten there. And now what awaits them? Lutheran East, the top seed in all of Division III. Best of luck to Coach Schmuck and the Wellington Dukes. They are going to need it on Friday. Double A, your thoughts on this game as we wrap things up here from Gilmour?
Great game all around. And Wellington figured out this team. They figured out a Chagrin team that was the high hand. I think just replaying it back, if halftime didn't exist, right? And Chagrin was able to take the momentum they built from the second quarter on, then game would have tilted. But again, you play with the parameters of the game, you go from there. Wellington was able to make the critical stops defensively, and the White House brothers handled business. Both of them handled business on both ends of the floor that was able to give their team the W.
Yeah, 23 points tonight for Sean Whitehouse, 18 for Landon Whitehouse. They were the key factors in the game, obviously, for the Dukes. On the other side, you talk about Chagrin Falls, tough loss for them, 4 points, falling short in this game. But you mentioned only one senior. It was actually the guy who made the last basket there, Aiden Beresford, who got that layup at the end of the game. But a lot of growth on everyone coming back next year, too.
Yeah. and you take what happened in this game and you build from it. And I'll tell you what, to show the fight that Chagrin had, this game could have easily been a blowout early. Mm-hmm. I mean, it could have easily, the way it was trending, the way that Wellington was operating their offense and going, like this could have easily been a rout. But this team, kind of how this season's gone, when it seemed like they were down in the dumps, like a flip of a switch, they turned it around and made this thing a game. And this Chagrin team should be very proud of how the season has turned out and how they performed throughout the playoffs and in this contest.
And an impressive win for the Dukes from 3-20 to now with their 16th win of this season, 16-8 overall. Again, next matchup will be Friday right here at Gilmour against Lutheran East. That'll be an interesting game.
Yeah, it will. Yeah, it will. And for Wellington, we talked about it throughout. In the regular season, they lost 3 games by 5 points or less. So for them, it was a huge step to be able to close this game out in a situation where, hey, can they get through the close games? And the last game they did against Independence, 43-37, and here they are today to put this on the board, 50-46.
A big win for the Dukes, and of course, I want to thank you all for watching here on ChagrinValleyConference.com, CVC TV, and again, thank our presenting sponsor, the Ohio Center for Oral, Facial, and Implant Surgery, as well as our tonight's scoreboard sponsor, Independence Business Supply. Of course, everyone behind the scenes making sure we literally keep the lights on, of course. I want to thank you, Double A. As always, my broadcast partner, Kyle Cornell, with you guys. Signing off from Gilmour Academy. Again, the final score, 50-46. What a game. The Wellington Dukes hold on and defeat the Chagrin Falls Tigers here on CVC TV. Have a great night, and we will see you next time.